Okay, folks, this is a real issue I have with a company that supplies my micro SD cards that I'm currently shooting onto as we speak for my demo pieces to go on the air to the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9 here in Sydney, Australia. If you're not watching from Australia, you haven't not familiar with my work. Let's see how we go with this, folks. But this is a real gripe that I have, and it's costing me money that is being wasted as electronic waste, as well as costing me money that I could otherwise have been saving. But what can you do with big corporations like these, folks? That's the problem. They're the problem. But we need their materials, and they obviously know that, so they try to get away with what they can. And that's a real pain in the ass. Pain in the fucking proverbial, folks. What can I say? Fuck me dead. Wasteful. Fucking wasteful. To put it in fucking... whatever, folks. What fucking ever. Anyway, let's see what these things are. We'll show you the product, how I purchased the product. This is what I purchased. This is what it's like on the shelf and before I open it. And this is the problem. I don't use that. That adapter does not get used. It just becomes waste, folks. I don't have a use for it. I only use it in this phone. I just need the card itself, not this fucking useless piece of e-waste. And these are some examples of this e-waste that I've collected. I don't want to throw it in the bin because I don't want to pollute, and most people probably do that. And SanDisk ought to fucking hang their heads in shame by producing this waste. So I'm going to use this as a work of art. I'm going to make a work of art out of it, folks. I'm going to make some use of this e-waste, this trash that we don't want. You know, I really am sick to fuck of this shit, folks. I'm sick of the way the electronics industry is so full of shit. They make shit and they create shit. They waste it. It's waste of resources, folks. Even if it gets recycled, it still would have been better not to make it, you know? Recycling is only done when needed. But no, they want... whatever, folks. They're fucking stupid, SanDisk, for this, folks. I might as well make something out of it. Okay, there you go. How big are we going to make it? Maybe roughly 300 by 300. So yeah, what can we do? The old saying goes, folks. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And we're making a bit of lemonade here, folks. Trying to make some lemonade. Just put this cup elsewhere. I don't know how this is going to look, folks. Yeah, that's come up looking really quite a treat. That looks really good. Maybe a little bit more on the horizontal, and we'll have it nicely framed. And this will be ready for making into something more interesting. But yeah, it's just a waste of fucking my money. I can't afford to waste money on this shit. I wonder how much extra these would cost. How much less would this product be if we didn't have to accept these stupid extras like this adapter, should I say. This adapter is the extra. I mean, seriously, why does SanDisk do this? You know, it's wasteful. This is, you know, they worry about banning fluorescent lights, and someone's ringing me, my mum, but I can't answer it. But basically, my bedroom light is a fluoro light, and those fluoro lights are no longer, you can't buy them anymore. They're out there, they're no longer made. They're no longer imported here to Australia. You can't get them. I think this is the better one. This is the first version, and this is the better version. I think this is about the right size. We're going to keep it as real as possible, folks. And my mum was ringing me. I hate it when she rings me and I'm demoing, and she keeps persisting. Sometimes I just wish the timing could be better. I don't ring her on the days I demo because sometimes she doesn't answer the phone and she rings me back at such an inopportune time, and I have to fucking wait till I've completed this demo before I can give her a bell, because I can't interrupt the videoing of my work. And being an artist, you know, when you're an artist, you get really anal retentive about shit like this, folks. You really do. You know, you really do get fussed about how much time and energy, and really you do. You just don't want to be interrupted by anything. You don't. You just want to just keep going at it. You know, I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news. I know my mum will benefit from that. She worries about me all the time, and I know she worries about me and all that. And I can't get ahead. I can't show her that I'm a success as an artist. She doesn't believe in my art. She wants me to just live like a vegetable and watch TV and do stuff that costs next to nothing, which I find fucking boring. I forgot to put negative mode on. I find as boring as fucking batshit. I can't do that, folks. I can't just watch TV and settle into it, folks. I only watch TV when I'm watching the news, primarily, so I can see whether I've gone to air or not, and because I have to disappear, basically. Once I go to air, I have to collect my things together and run away to an undisclosed location, which is where I'm going to go, and yeah, this has come up not as good as I was hoping. I was hoping it was going to be a bit darker. Maybe we'll utilise that. I'm going to make this into a movement piece. But yeah, I really can't allow my mum's ideas of me being a vegetable, because she thinks being a vegetable, you know, you save money. You know, you save money, but what's the point? Money is life is not all about money, folks. You shouldn't obsess over money to the point where you're paralysed with fear that every time you spend it, you're going to go under. That's the problem she has. She's too fucking obsessed with the stuff to the point where it's just silly. You know, and she doesn't do much herself. She doesn't have a hobby or she does knit, but she doesn't sell her knittings. That's the thing. She doesn't even make money herself out of her knitting. She just does it. So what's the point in being an artist if you're being an artist and you're not hanging in an art gallery or showing your work somewhere? And TV is the ultimate in having an exhibition to me at this stage. I've never had my own exhibition, and I haven't been in an art exhibition of any kind since I think May 2011, and it was an amateur exhibition. It wasn't a professional. This is really a pretty difficult one, folks. This is really minimalist looking. Maybe we'll enlarge it. But yeah, I just wish my mum would just stop trying to encourage me to be a vegetable, to just do nothing, just to survive, you know, just to survive. What's the point? Sorry, I really have a beef about that. I don't want to be a vegetable. I don't want to be an ordinary, average person, on the other hand. I wouldn't be able to afford it eventually anyway, because the cost of living will swallow me up. You know, I even have one shower a week instead of one shower every day. I can't afford. I have to save my money as well. I have to be a little bit tight and frugal as well. We're going to utilise this one. But basically, I really find how SanDisk are doing this is really stupid. You know, they're really dumb people who run this company. They don't care about the environment, and they don't care about us. They just care about themselves and their fucking money fuckery, to the point where it does pollute, where people are obviously throwing these adapters in the bin. If they don't like me, they don't need them. So, you know, really, the world is full of this money fuckery, and it's getting to everyone. First I talk about SanDisk, and then I start to talk about my mum's own affliction with the love of money. So the money is this love of money is infecting everyone, folks. It's like a fucking disease. It's a disease, folks. It's a fucking disease. And I'm so sick to hell of it. I just want to destroy it, folks. I wish I could fucking do some harm to the love of money. You know, just hurt it. Just hurt it so much that it won't prevail. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this an A3 job, I do think. going to make this into something a little more interesting. But yeah, I just get sick of this silly obsession with money, you know. I'm trying to make a living here. Eventually, I'm trying to get in touch also with most importantly, with my partner Luigi. I miss him. And I use these cards for my work. And I need these cards, so I can't avoid making this piece of waste because SanDisk have supplied it. They've basically supplied it, and this has come up looking better than I thought. So SanDisk have supplied the polluting materials, and I just can't stop them because it's all packaged, it's all there, it's all in the package. It's all that you can do is basically have it. You can't avoid it, and that's what SanDisk are relying on, is you not being able to avoid what they're packaged and priced. So you get sucked into their little game because you've got no choice. It's all there's no freedom of choice. You know, you should really only have an adapter available if it's been offered as an extra, something you can buy separately. You know, the old saying, something sold separately. You know, why can't they sell that separately? It would be good if it could be sold as a separate item. I do think we might cut it down there. I do think they should sell it as a separate item instead of fucking around with our planet and railroading us into buying an extra bit of extra trash. I don't use it. As I said, I don't use that fucking adapter. I don't use it, folks. I have no use for it. I really hate these adapters. Oh, fuck me dead. But, you know, everything's about money, and my mum's about money, and she's only a little person, but she still wants to affect me and make me fear of spending. I can't even allow myself to fear what SanDisk are going to do, because they're basically, even though they make money out of me, I still need their product. I still need to go to air on the 6 o'clock news, and that again is all about money as well, because they basically like to air sensationalism and celebrities and all that sort of shit, stuff that they think is going to bring the ratings. And again, it's all about money. So, you know, the love of money is in everything, folks. You just can't seem to escape it. Whether it be here or on my phone with my mum ringing me, and she talks, or not so much, about when we talk, we sometimes have arguments about the validity of what I'm doing here. But she doesn't seem to think that my future is tied up with the photocopier. She doesn't seem to think that I'm talented enough to make a difference, to do something, to break the mould. You know, that yes, it's a gamble. I know it's not a day job, but my day job is fucking shit. I work in a disabled employment, what they call an AD, an Australian Disability Enterprise, and I'm basically, because I'm disabled, and I don't want to focus on my disability anymore. I don't want to be there. I want to be doing something more productive and more interesting. I want to focus on what I can do, not what I can't do. I'm not interested in what my disability is going to take from me just because it earns me a little bit of money to scratch my ass on top of my Centrelink benefit. And I don't want to be on Centrelink anymore, folks. I'm sick of it. Don't get me wrong, Centrelink have been good to me. Thumbs up to the organisation for what they've done for me. But I don't want to be there. I don't want to be reliant on the taxpayer. I don't want to be a fucking burden. And I fucking forgot to switch the mirror image on. But basically, I don't want to be a burden to society any longer than I should, than I need to be. I really want to make my life better. I want to have more money so I can help others, as well as enjoy myself and not worry about money myself, because I'm concerned about money in my own life, like if I get declined at the POS terminal, if I can't pay my telco bill on time, if I can't pay for my bank loan on time for this photocopier, although that bank loan's nearly finished, fortunately. So I find that even I have to deal with this silliness of the love of money ruining my life. I'm not going to let it happen, folks. I'm not going to let my life be dominated by money. money's going to be my slave, not my fucking servant. It's going to be a slave and a servant, not my master. Money must always be a slave and a servant, not a master. You don't worship it, you don't kowtow to it, you don't give it glory. You're the one in control. You teach the money to be your fucking slave or your servant, nothing more. And that's our piece about money. And this has come up looking really quite interesting. I think we can now call this SanDisk dossier finished.